This is Tuesday, the 15th of June, 2026, and you are tuned into On the Record with Floris Steenkamp on the Atlantic Gazette's own YouTube channel, the Atlantic Gazette TV. We've got quite a full program today on the news front, so without further ado, let's start. The latest on the international oil and refined petroleum products scene or the market. President Donald Trump of the United States confirmed yesterday, that was on Monday, that a peace agreement or a peace deal has been reached between the United States and Iran. That would effectively end the current war or conflict in the Middle East, specifically Iran, and also the blockade around the Strait of Hormuz that is keeping the world hostage for several months now. We know now that the peace deal is most likely going to be signed this coming Friday, but only once this deal is signed would Iran allow ships to start to enter and exit the Strait of Hormuz, and the same also for the US Navy blockade of the Strait of Hormuz will also by Friday then be at an end, and the world shipping will return to normal, and with that also in the next few weeks to come, hopefully that the global fuel supply crisis would also be over, and that we in Namibia, although we have not been as severely affected as other countries, but it's actually consoling to know that this crisis can come to an end, and that we as Namibia can also be more certain of the availability of our fuel supplies. Now let's move on to the second item. A vehicle accident involving a motorcycle took place on the B2 coastal road at the T-junction with Quisepmont on Saturday evening, claiming the life of Mr. Justin Jenkins. He was in life a resident of Langstrand and was on his way returning home from Walvis Bay to Langstrand when this accident ended his life. Now this is the second deadly accident on that new T-junction, basically the new entrance to Quisepmont. This is now the second deadly accident in less than a month. Then you would also recall a few weeks ago, 2 people were killed when their car was struck by an oncoming vehicle at the T-junction at Langstrand. As we say here, the old Langstrand, where the fuel station is. So let's take this into a little broader context. Isn't it time that we start to ask critical questions regarding road safety at the different T-junctions between Walvis Bay and Swakopmund on the B2 coastal road? Specifically, the Narraville T-junction or the Narraville connection is also very, very dangerous. The Quisepmont connection is dangerous. We have seen accidents at Dolphin Beach. We have seen deadly accidents at Long Beach. And then also at Vierkant Klip. That junction there as well can be very, very dangerous at its best, especially during the winter times when visibility is poor. The third item I want to bring to your attention today is that of a veld fire that is currently raging in the Isakos area. Several thousand hectares of grazing land has been destroyed in the process, and even as far as Karibib, veld fires are running rampant. Now you would ask me, what is the news significance of that to the Atlantic Gazette? You would know that we concentrate on the central west coast, that is the towns of Walvis Bay, Swakopmund and Henties Bay. Now here is why we are so interested in this. Several Walvis Bay residents own farms and small holdings in the Isakos vicinity, or the Isakos, basically the district. And many of them are very, very badly affected. Despite the fact that Isakos has got a municipal fire brigade, the fire truck is at the moment dysfunctional simply because things were stolen from it. All things brass, all things electrical, electronic were stolen by thieves. And it's not functional. We heard harrowing incidents over the weekend where some farmers and their families and workers were so desperate that they were fighting the fire with whatever devices they could get hold of, including vehicle feet mats, the rubber feet mats. That I would say is desperate, and we know that a veld fire can basically devastate your entire farming operations. So what we are asking here now is, if there are Walvis Bay residents, Swakopmund residents, also Henties Bay residents, who could perhaps assist with the 500 Namibian dollars, 1,000 Namibian dollars. I'm going to read you the next cell phone number. We will also see that the cell phone number and the name of the person appears on the screen below, on the scroll. It's Mr. Hugo Smith, 081 124 2655. Coastal residents, let us go and assist our fellow coastal residents at Isakos. Lastly, we saw the funeral or the memorial service over the weekend on Saturday evening of the late Mr. Alan Lowe. The memorial service was recorded on YouTube, and we will also leave the link below to see the extraordinary testimonies that were given for the late Mr. Lowe and also for his wife that passed away several years ago. But the children thought it fit that a memorial service was held for both of them to be remembered by the people of Walvis Bay, Swakop and Henties Bay for the difference they made to our communities the past few decades. I guess this is all from my side. We will again see on Friday. Have a nice week.